The rain falls heavy against the windows. Emily sits alone on her couch, a blanket wrapped round her shoulders, her laptop open on the coffee table. The glow from the screen flickers across her tired face. She rubs her eyes, closes her sketchbook, and lets out a slow sigh. "All right, one last email," she mutters. Then bed. She types quickly. "Hey Jen. Staying in tonight. The rain insane. Let's do brunch tomorrow." She hits send and leans back. The sound of rain is almost soothing until she hears something creak above her. Her eyes shift to the ceiling. Probably just the house settling. She tells herself. The lights flicker once, twice. And then steady again. She exhales, forcing a smile. The storm's not letting up. Thunder rolling endlessly across the sky. Emily stands, stretches, and walks into the kitchen. She rinses her mug and stares out the window into the blackness beyond. For a moment, her reflection lags in the glass, moving slightly after she does, but she doesn't notice. A faint tapping hits the window. Tap, tap, tap. She freezes. Another tap. Slower this time. She leans closer to the glass. "Probably a branch," she whispers. The backyard is empty except for the lone tree swaying in the wind. Lightning flashes across the yard, revealing a silhouette standing near the fence. Emily gasps and stumbles back. When she looks again, the yard is empty. "You're tired, Em," she tells herself. Just the rain playing tricks. She locks the back door and turns off the light. As she walks down the hallway, she passes a small mirror. Something moves behind her in the reflection, a shadow, quick and sharp. She turns immediately. Nothing there. Her breath quickens. She laughs nervously to herself and shakes her head. In her bedroom, she checks the clock. 11:48 p.m. The wind howls outside. She climbs into bed. Scrolling through her phone, her eyes are heavy. But she doesn't want to sleep yet. A message pops up from an unknown number. "You shouldn't be alone tonight." She frowns, turning back quickly. "Who is this?" Another message arrives immediately. "It's getting worse out there." "Okay. Weird," she whispers, deleting it. But then the phone buzzes again. "Look outside." Her pulse spikes. She slowly turns her head toward the window. Rain blurs the glass. The curtains shiver in the wind. Lightning flashes and she sees it. A dark figure standing in her yard, motionless. Emily scrambles from the bed, grabs her phone and dials. "Hey, Jen. Did you text me from another number?" Her friend's voice is sleepy. "What?" "No, I've been in bed." "Why? Never mind. I just forget it." "I'm jumpy." "It's the storm. Lock your doors and get some sleep," Jen murmurs. "Text me in the morning." Emily nods. "Yeah, good night, double quotes." She ends the call and listens. Nothing but rain. She takes a breath and goes downstairs, checking every lock again. Front door locked. Windows locked. Her phone buzzes once more. She glances at it. "Why did you lock the door?" Her stomach drops. A clicking sound comes from the kitchen. The back door latch turns slowly. She steps toward it, her heartbeat echoing in her ears. The door she'd locked is now open a few inches. Rain drips onto the floor. "Hello," she whispers. No answer. She grabs a knife from the counter and glances up the staircase. Another sound, soft, deliberate, comes from upstairs. She climbs the steps one at a time, knife trembling in her grip. The air feels heavier now, like the storm's pressing against the walls. The hallway is dark, the air electric. The guest room door is slightly open, curtains blowing from an open window. She steps inside and closes it, latching the frame. Something wet brushes her bare ankle. She looks down muddy footprints. Bare footprints, leading from the window straight to the closet. Her throat tightens. I'm calling the police. Her phone buzzes in her hand. A new message lights up the screen. No need to call anyone. Emily. Another message follows before she can react. I'm already inside. She backs away from the closet. It creaks open slowly, empty. But the footprints stop just before the closet door. There are no prints leading back. She spins round, staring into the dark hallway. Silence. The lights flicker and die. Total blackness. Emily gasps and stumbles, her phone shaking as she turns on its flashlight. The beam wavers across the floor, the walls, the empty space in front of her. A whisper moves through the air. Don't look away. She spins again, no one there. Her phone vibrates. One last text glows against the screen. You saw me once. You'll see me again. She runs downstairs, clutching the knife, tears welling. At the door, she fumbles with her keys, throws it open and freezes. The rain has stopped. The night is silent. The ground is dry. She steps outside. The street is empty, not a single drop of rain. Her phone screen flickers. The clock reads 3:00 a.m. A faint tapping echoes from the kitchen window behind her. She turns slowly. Through the glass, a shape stands motionless in the darkness, watching her. Then a flash of light, white, blinding, and everything goes black. Emily wakes with a gasp. Her clothes are damp, her hair clinging to her forehead. She's still on the porch, knife in her hand, the door wide open behind her. Morning light filters through the clouds, pale and cold. She blinks, dazed. The world feels off to still, to quiet. She steps back inside, barefoot against the cool floor. The house smells different now, faintly metallic. The knife in her grip glints dull silver, streaked faintly red. Her breath catches. She wipes it on her sleeve, trembling. No, no, that's not no. The floor creaks behind her. She spins round, nothing. Her phone lies on the counter, cracked screen still faintly glowing. A new message waits. Did you sleep well? Her heart lurches. Who are you? She types. The reply is instant. Someone who never left. Emily's hand shakes as she drops the phone onto the counter. Enough. She whispers. It's over. It's daylight. The lights flicker again. Just once. The hum of the refrigerator stops. A faint dripping sound starts somewhere deeper in the house. She follows the sound through the hallway, past the photos of her parents, her friends, her ex, all smiling faces staring back at her. The drip grows louder. In the bathroom, the faucet is off. But the mirror drips. Water slides down the glass like tears. She wipes it with her sleeve, and a faint message appears underneath, written in condensation, I missed you last night. Her hand trembles as she backs away. This isn't real, she murmurs. It's not real. Her phone buzzes again in the other room. She runs to it, desperate for something normal. The screen reads, Don't leave the house. She drops the phone like it burns. Why not? She screams. Into the empty air, the voice comes from behind her, calm and close. Because you brought me back. She spins round. A small figure stands at the end of the hall, child-sized, pale, wet hair clinging to its face. The same muddy footprints from last night stretch from its feet across the floor. Emily's voice breaks. Who? Who are you? The figure tilts its head. Its voice sounds like it's coming from everywhere. You made a wish. The night your mother died. You said you wanted her back. Tears blur Emily's vision. No, I didn't mean. You meant it. The figure whispers. You called to the rain, and I came. The air feels colder now. Emily's breath comes out in white clouds. I didn't want this. She cries. The figure steps closer, bare feet leaving wet marks on the tiles. But I wanted you. Emily stumbles backward, into the living room. Knocking over a lamp. Stay away. The figure stops. Its eyes are hollow. Its voice soft, almost tender. You left me alone in the dark. Now it's your turn. The lights flicker again, every bulb in the house hums faintly. Then, one by one, they burst. Emily screams, the sound swallowed by the darkness. Her phone screen lights up again in the pitch black. The same number. Let's play a game. She's sobbing now. What do you want? The typing dots appear slowly. 1 hour. Stay inside. Don't hide. Don't look away. The message disappears. A new one replaces it. If you make it, you will see your mother again. Her shaking fingers hover over the screen. She whispers through the tears, you're lying. But then a photo appears in her messages. It's her mother alive standing outside the same house, rain pouring behind her. Emily covers her mouth. No, no, this isn't possible. A whisper curls through the air like the wind. Time's running out. The house clock strikes once. Emily looks at 8 o'clock a.m. The rain begins again outside. Hard, heavy, endless. She looks to the front door. Her reflection in the glass is smiling back at her. But she's not, and behind her reflection, someone else is standing. Emily backs away from the door, staring at the smiling reflection in the glass. Her breath comes in shallow gasps. She reaches out to touch it, and the reflection tilts its head before she does. Her heart stutters. She whispers, "It's not real. It's just me." But the reflection's lips move first. Let's start. The phone on the counter vibrates again. One message. The game has begun. 1 hour. No hiding. Emily looks at the clock. 8:01. She grips the knife tighter and forces herself to breathe. She whispers to herself like a prayer. I can do 1 hour. Just 1 hour. The house feels alive now. The walls breathe faintly, expanding and shrinking like lungs. Water trickles somewhere within the plaster. Every sound is sharp footsteps that aren't hers, floorboards shifting like something underneath them. Emily walks to the living room window, peering through the rain. Outside, the world is grey, the yard, the trees, the empty road. But in the distance someone stands beneath a lamppost. A woman, barefoot, drenched. She looks just like her mother. Emily whispers, "Mom." The woman raises a hand, beckoning her closer. Emily steps forward until her breath fogs the glass. Then her phone buzzes again. Don't go to her. She's mine now. Her pulse spikes. She turns back toward the hallway and freezes. The hallway stretches longer than before, the light at the end flickering like a dying heartbeat. Something moves down there, slow and deliberate, a shadow crawling on the walls, its limbs too long, its body folding like paper. She runs into the kitchen, slamming the door shut behind her. The knife trembles in her hand. She opens the drawer, silverware, utensils, everything ordinary. But in the back drawer, something she's never seen before, an old brass key. Tied to it, a note, the basement. She whispers, "No, no, I'm not going down there." A voice behind her. "You have to finish the game." She turns sharply, knife raised. No one's there. Her phone dings again. Tick-tock. Every 5 minutes, One door opens. When they're all open, you're mine. She glances at the hallway. The bedroom door closed before is now ajar. Her chest tightens. She grabs her phone and the key. Fine. She whispers, "You want me to play? I'll play." She walks down the hallway. Every step heavier than the last. The door swings open wider on its own. The air inside is cold and smells like wet dirt. On the bed sits something wrapped in a sheet. Small, still. Emily hesitates. Her voice shakes. Who's there? The shape shifts beneath the fabric. A whisper escapes it. Emily, come here. Her heart drops. It's her mother's voice. Tears fill her eyes. Mom. She pulls. Back the sheet nothing. Just her childhood doll, limp and soaked. Eyes cracked and filled with water. The doll's mouth moves. Do you love me? Emily. She screams and throws it across the room. It lands against the wall. Head cracking open. Black water seeps out. The phone buzzes again. Don't break the toys. Emily runs back into the hall. Another door creaks open the bathroom. She can see her reflection again in the mirror at the end of the hall. But it's smiling. She whispers, trembling, "Stop it. Please." Her reflection's mouth moves without her. 50 minutes left. She runs to the front door, pulling at the lock. The key doesn't fit. The brass one in her pocket grows warm, almost burning. Something brushes her ankle. She looks down muddy footprints, small ones, leading from the door toward the basement door at the back of the house. The brass key pulses in her hand. She walks slowly toward it, whispering, "You're not real. You're not real." The basement door creaks open just before she touches it. A soft light flickers from below, yellow and weak, like a candle. She takes the first step down. The air smells of rot and rain. The deeper she goes, the colder it gets. When she reaches the bottom, she stops breathing. The entire basement is filled with water. It ripples slightly, reflecting the candlelight from dozens of floating candles, and in the center, a figure stands ankle-deep in the water. A little girl, pale and dripping, her head tilted just like the one in the reflection. Emily whispers, "Who are you?" The girl smiles. "You brought me here." The phone buzzes again, echoing in the quiet. Half an hour left. The girl raises her hand, and the water around her begins to move. Emily's voice trembles. What happens when the hour ends? The girl's smile widens. Then you stay. The candles flicker out one by one. The last light left is the one from Emily's phone. A new message appears. Next door opens. Emily turns toward the stairs. At the top, the shadow from before waits taller now, its head nearly scraping the ceiling, its arms stretched wide as if ready to embrace her. The girl below whispers, "Don't run. You'll make him angry." Emily bolts up the stairs anyway. Slipping on the wet steps, she bursts into the kitchen, gasping, shaking. Drenched, the lights in the house flicker and go out entirely. Her phone buzzes one more time. 40 minutes left. Emily drops to the floor, whispering into the darkness. "What do you want from me?" The answer comes from every direction. Soft and childlike, to never be alone again. Emily kneels on the kitchen floor, soaked in cold rainwater, her trembling fingers wrapped round the brass key. The air feels wrong now thick, humming with a low pulse that seems to come from inside the walls themselves. She looks toward the clock. The hands move erratically, twitching back and forth. The time flickers between 8:20 and 8:40. She doesn't know how long she has been in the dark anymore. The phone buzzes beside her. She hesitates, afraid to look. Finally, she flips it over. The game isn't about surviving. It's about remembering. Her lips move, barely a whisper. Remembering what, another message appears. "Why you called me back?" Her breath catches. "I didn't call anyone. I didn't. You did. You wanted your mother." Emily stumbles to her feet, clutching the counter. "That wasn't real. That was grief. I just wanted her to come home." The reflection in the kitchen window answers. Though her lips don't move. You opened the door. Emily stares at her reflection. The woman staring back isn't quite her anymore. Her skin looks pale, wet, eyes hollow like the little girl's in the basement. "You're not me," Emily whispers. The reflection smiles faintly. "I'm what's left when you forget." The clock ticks again, 8:45 now. The house trembles. The floor shifting slightly as if breathing. The dripping sound returns, but heavier now. Like rain inside the walls. Emily grips the brass key. "You want me to finish the game? Fine." The hallway stretches before her. Every door open now except one, the attic. She climbs the stairs slowly. Each step creaks like it. Might collapse under her. The door at the top looms, locked with a single rusted latch. The key in her hand grows colder the closer she gets. Her heart races. "What's up here?" A voice whispers just behind her ear. The end. She flinches, spinning round no one. She swallows hard and pushes the key into the lock. It turns with a reluctant click. The door opens to a narrow attic filled with dust, broken furniture, and boxes. Rain seeps in through cracks in the roof. Lightning flashes outside, illuminating something in the corner rocking chair, swaying slowly on its own. Someone is sitting in it. Emily's voice breaks. "Mom." The figure turns its head slightly. Wet hair drapes across its face. "Hello." "Emily." Her breath catches. "It can't be you. You're gone." The woman smiles faintly. "You wanted me back, didn't you?" Emily's throat tightens. "I just wanted to say goodbye." "Then say it." The woman whispers, "And stay with me." Emily steps forward. Tears mixing with the rain. The closer she gets, the less human the woman looks. Her skin shifts, peeling away in places, her eyes clouded over like glass. Emily whispers, "What are you?" "I'm what you asked for." The woman says softly, "You called to the storm. You begged it to return what it took." Emily's voice shakes. The storm. The reflection's voice answers from behind her. Every year, when the rain comes back, it opens the door again. "That's how I came through." Emily spins round. Her reflection stands there, smiling. "Identical but wrong. Two of you," the reflection murmurs. "One to grieve, one to stay." Emily's pulse pounds in her ears. "No, no. You can't have me. You already gave yourself." Her reflection replies, "The night you made the wish." The woman in the rocking chair stands now, moving closer. The air around her ripples like heat, the smell of damp earth and decay thickening. Emily backs into a wall, pressing her hands over her ears. "Stop it. You're not real." The reflection steps closer. "Look at me." Emily shakes her head violently. "Look at me." Emily's eyes snap open and the reflection isn't there anymore. She's looking at herself, holding the knife, standing across the attic. To Emily's, both breathing hard, both terrified. "Which one of us is real?" The other whispers. Emily stumbles backward. "Stop it. You don't remember, do you?" The other says, "The storm wasn't the first time. You've done this before." "What are you talking about?" "You wished her back every year, every storm. And every year, one of us stayed behind." The attic begins to distort, walls bending, lights flickering, rain pouring in through the ceiling. The clock downstairs chimes faintly. Echoing up the stairs, Emily's phone vibrates again. 10 minutes left. The other Emily smiles. When the hour ends, One of us disappears. Emily's chest heaves. I won't disappear. The other's smile widens. Then you'd better run. Emily bolts down the stairs, heart pounding. The house twists round her hallway's changing direction. Doors leading nowhere. The dripping becomes a flood. She trips and falls against the floor. Water rushing over her hands, from the darkness. She hears her mother's voice again, soft, pleading. Stay, Emily, please. Don't leave me again. Emily sobs, pressing her hands to her ears. You are not her. You are not my mother. Then who am I? The voice asks gently. The brass key slips from her hand and floats away in the rising water. The phone lights up one more time. 1 minute left. Emily looks toward the front door. The water's waist high now. Candle. The world is drowning. The houses have submerged in darkness and rainwater. Everything floating photographs. Silverware. Her mother's old sweater. Emily stands in the center of the living room, chest deep in freezing water. Clutching her phone, the screen flickers with the final message. 1 minute left. Her lips are blue, her fingers trembling. She whispers to the silent air, I did what you wanted. I said I'd stay. The rain outside pounds harder, like fists against the roof. The walls groan under the weight of it from somewhere above. The attic door bangs open and shut, open and shut. With every gust of wind, Emily stares at the staircase leading upward. The other her is standing there, the reflection version, soaked, smiling faintly, knife glinting in her hand. The reflection tilts its head. Then can't take my place. Emily's throat tightens. I'm not playing anymore. The other Emily steps down into the rising water. Her eyes glow faintly. In the dark, her movements calm and deliberate. You call the storm. Emily, you made the rules. One of us stays. One of us goes. The water ripples between them as they face each other. The phone buzzes again. 30 seconds, Emily whispers. Voice cracking. I didn't mean to. I was just a kid. I just wanted my mom back. The other Emily stops inches away. And you got her, every year, for 1 hour. Emily shakes her head violently. That wasn't her. The reflection smiles. No, it was me. The floor beneath them shifts, the water dragging everything toward the center of the house. A slow whirlpool forming beneath their feet. The ceiling bulb flickers on and off. Casting them in flashes of gold and shadow, Emily screams above the storm. What do you want from me? The reflection smile fades. To finish what you started. The knife flashes. Emily catches the blade with her hands, fighting back as the two of them struggle. Their faces inches apart, both crying, both gasping. The reflection's voice shakes now, almost pleading. Let me stay this time. I'm tired of being forgotten. The clock downstairs chimes once 8:59. Emily stares into her own eyes. Then take it. Take my place. And this, the reflection freezes. You mean it. Emily nods through her tears. I'm done running. The reflection smiles softly, almost grateful. She lets go of the knife and wraps her arms round Emily's shoulders, like a sister embracing another. Then rest. She whispers. The clock ticks once more. 9 o'clock. The storm stops. The rain cuts off mid-drop. The air stilling completely. The whirlpool dissolves. The water drains through the floorboards as if being swallowed by the earth. The reflection stands, alone in the dry, silent living room. No more flickering lights. No dripping. The brass key lies on the floor, clean and dry. She bends down, picks it up, and looks at the mirror on the wall. Emily stares back at her from inside the glass, pressing her palms against the inside of the mirror, her face pale and terrified. Let me out, Emily whispers, the reflection now calm, composed. Her voice steady, smiles faintly. You said I could stay. Please, Emily begs. Her voice muffled through the glass. "Please don't leave me here." The reflection turns away. "You'll get used to it." "I did." She sets the knife on the counter, smooths her soaked hair, and looks toward the door. The morning sun begins to break through the clouds. A knock comes from outside. The mailman's voice filters faintly through the wood. "Morning. Ma'am, storm hit hard last night." Her. The reflection smiles, voice warm and human again. "Yes," she says softly. "But it's finally over." She opens the door to bright daylight. The grass glistens, the air clean. She steps outside barefoot, closing the door behind her inside. Behind the mirror, Emily slams her hands against the glass. "No, don't leave me here, please." But her voice fades. The mirror stills, the reflection disappearing. The living room is silent. The clock ticks once more, frozen at 9 o'clock. Then, faintly, the phone lights up on the counter. A new message blinks across the screen. "See you next storm."